going to move into segment 4, and segment 4 completes our BOS segment for the business operating system. So we've done the DNA for people, we've done the DNA for business, and now we're going to do the DNA for life. And this is the natural laws. There's over 500 natural laws that have been discovered, and Nicole's going to get a chance to help us understand how the natural laws can apply in creating client-for-life relationships. Nicole, welcome, and take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. So we talk about clients for life, but what is a client for life? Are they a client that we have repeat business with? A client who continues to refer us business? Anything of that nature, but, maybe it could be a client who shares our passions and has similar life visions as ours. So in understanding the natural laws and the integration with DNA for people, DNA for business, it will help you create your clients. It will help you to create clients for life because you can understand your clients on a whole new level. You may even get to know them better than they know themselves, which, in turn, they would definitely want to come back and learn even more. So, as Kevin mentioned, there are over 500 natural laws discovered to date, and each one can help you in any area of your life. You just have to study them and live them intentionally each day. So today, I'm only going to go over 3. So to get started, first natural law is no problems, only opportunities. So this natural law forces you to look internally at yourself, how you think, how you perceive things, and how you choose to react to others. So in starting with you, we need to look internally in order to solve challenges we're facing externally. So by changing your mindset to look at an issue as, instead of a problem or an issue, try saying, okay, this is a challenge, but, it's an opportunity for me to learn from our actions. It's an opportunity for me to increase my skill set. Or it's an opportunity to build a better system so when our team can service our clients better, and we can create a more Ravens fan experience. So you turn that issue or challenge that you're facing into an opportunity to grow your business. By changing your mindset and way of thinking, you're looking at the bigger picture, not just living in the moment. You can see that this one issue or problem that came up is actually a solution to future issues that may arise. The second is crab in the bucket. So as Mark always tells me, we like people that are similar to us, but we tend to fall in love with those that are opposite of us. So why is that? People with similar personalities, interests, and lifestyles tend to be drawn to one another. They think alike, and they tend to like the same things, just like crabs in a bucket. They all look the same, they act the same, but when one tries to break free, he no longer is a part of the group. He changed his way of thinking. When one crab breaks free, it forces other crabs to make a decision. They can become curious and follow the other crab, or they can make that crab an outlier and choose not to follow him. So why is this so important? Think back to what I said. It forces the other crabs to make a decision. You have stopped their thought process to make them think, hey, maybe there's another way. What is he doing? Why is he doing that? You're starting to make them curious. So now, think of your clients as the crabs that climbed out of the bucket. The rest of the world is the crab in the bucket. So if you remember, Rosanna and the 530 grid, who are your targets? What message will you develop to bring them outside of the bucket? Maybe your message can be that your crabs climbed out of the bucket. So tell their story, lift them up, because as they are lifted up, so will you in your business. And lastly, the roller coaster principle. Do you ever feel like you're in a roller coaster? Ups, downs, some loopy-loops? Well, when you really think about it, businesses are just like a roller coaster. First, your team is working harder and harder to produce the result you need. You're increasing your efforts, you're increasing your time, you're increasing your frustration. What we often find is that there is a lag between effort and results. So as you see your results going up but no effort, when you finally hit your goal, what happens? Your efforts start to go down because you've started to look and say, okay, we finally hit it when we reached our goal. We're done. So you take a step back because you've exhausted all of your efforts in the beginning. But, in reality, consistent results are produced by consistent effort. Just because you reach your goal, just because you hit it, doesn't give you time to slow down your efforts. If you start keeping your results consistent, start keeping your efforts consistent, your results will be consistent as well, which means you can create even more happy clients and try to recreate those clients for life. Thank you. That's all I have.
Wow, Nicole. Does anyone have any questions for Nicole?
So the roller coaster mystery kind of relates to what I said about, you make the sale and you're coming down, you're building the, you've constructed your conservatory for Tanglewood, and you kind of drop off. But what you're saying is that the Tanglewood sales team needs to keep an even touch on the customer, right?
I would even pull it a little bigger. So say, the sales team has a goal. They have a goal to sell X amount of dollars. So when you go and you work hard, you push, you keep all your efforts and you're going, they're putting so much time and effort into it that when they hit their goal, they're like, yes, we hit it. Let's pull back. I'm exhausted. Let me just take a break. Well, in reality, no, because when you start to do that, you get sort of lazy, for lack of a better term, and then you're going to have to go ahead and do this, and then when your results get lower, you're going to have to turn around and do the same thing. So if we just keep being consistent in what we're doing, maybe not exhaust ourselves and then relax, exhaust ourselves and relax. Keep a consistent pace and just consistently increase your efforts, consistently increase, and then your results should be able to follow. That helps?
Does that answer your question?
It does. Thanks, Nicole.
Yep.
Is there any other questions for Nicole?